Hi, I'm Kathryn.
And I'm Darren.
And we did our project on one of golf's hardest shots, the flop shot.
As Division I golfers here at Cal State Fullerton, we believe we have enough knowledge to teach someone successfully how to hit the flop shot.
To show you what we mean, here is Darren demonstrating a successful flop shot.
When we first started working with Nathan, we noticed 3 crucial errors.
One of the first errors that Darren and I saw right away when we were observing Nathan swing was his distribution and weight. As you can see in the video, you can see that his weight distribution is more on the right side when we were trying to shift more to the left. This is giving him, he's more unbalanced this way, and he has too much movement in his lower half of his body, which is going to eventually create inconsistency, as you can see in his shots. The second error was, what did we say?
Acceleration and deceleration. We first noticed that Nathan would take the club back pretty far and stop the club right after impact. This would result in low angular velocity throughout impact, and this is where acceleration and deceleration play a big role. The faster the angular velocity is through impact, the more backspin the ball would have. And backspin is basically the backwards rotation of the golf ball. And backspin is important because the more backspin the ball has, the higher it will get off the ground quicker. And
then the last error that we found was common in all of his shots that he was doing in the pre-video was the follow-through. We noticed that he would fall back a lot. This also has to do with the weight distribution on his legs, like I said on the first error. But his wrists were flipping upwards and instead of more of a scooping motion. So that would cause a lot of tops and more inconsistency. And then also we noticed his follow through, his leg action again was wrong. He needed, after he hit the ball, he needed more leg extension in order to help him have a better follow through and kind of decelerate the club after impact.
So we created 3 drills for Nathan to help him fix his errors.
The first drill that we wanted to fix, or the first error that we wanted to fix, was the weight distribution. So the first thing that we had him do was stand on his left foot hitting golf shots. So all his weight would be on his left side, and there would be no way of him transferring his weight to the right. And you can see this in the video with him demonstrating just the one-footed shot. And then the second error that we wanted to fix was the alignment. He had an okay alignment, but visually he didn't understand where his feet should be and where his club path should be. So we put some sticks to help him understand where he needed to be at all times. And this helped him forget about where he needed to be and focus on how he needed to hit the shot. And then the last drill we did was to prevent his flip after the fall through.
So what Nathan was doing was flipping his wrist after impact upward instead of keeping his wrist straight with his arms like that. And this stops him from decelerating and really allows him to accelerate his whole body through the shot.
Yeah. So that not only helped the flip problem, but also helped him accelerate through the shot. After working with Nathan for a while, we came up with a goal for him that he could realistically achieve at the end of our session. And that goal was to hit a flop shot over the bank and into a designated area. And as you can see in the picture here, the designated area would be between the orange stick and the green behind it. So he had to flip it over the bank, and within about 5 yards, you'd say, he'd have to stop it. And we purposely put him in kind of not a ditch, I guess you could, it's kind of a ditch, but we're a bank, so he can visually see that he needed to flop it up and not just bump and run it or skull it or something into the, he actually had to flop it into the area to get his goal, and his goal would be 5 out of 10 times.
In his first trial, he had a tough time hitting the balls over the bank, and he got none of them in the designated landing area. But as we started working with him with the drills and everything, he got 5 out of 10 in the designated area. So there's definitely a lot of improvement.
Yeah, he definitely improved a lot. When we first worked with him, he couldn't even get 1 out of 10. So to be able to say he was able to actually achieve the goal and get 5 out of 10 was a huge accomplishment, and I think something that we helped with, especially with all the drills that we worked with him, was due to that.
I guess where he improved the most was with his weight distribution. You could really tell he was trying to keep that weight on the front foot the entire time.
Yeah, he helped with the weight distribution, and then he couldn't successfully every time get his follow through completely right. We saw him flip at a lot of shots like he was previously. Anything else that he needed help on still? Just the flip, pretty much. And the alignment he had done, he was pretty good on that too. So
that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. So that concludes our project, and I felt that was pretty successful, and our drills did work like they should have.